Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks and welcome to another edition of FC Bayern München Talk. Now, usually at this time, I would be doing Mia Samia show with the guys, but the guys couldn't make it today, unfortunately. So I decided, let me do a Bayern stream anyway, since I can't even rest. I took a little bit of rest while laughing at Putalona scumbags. Yeah, losing the El Clasico. Lamine Drizzy moving the way he be moving. Hey, by the way, speaking of, hey, big up Vinicius. Today, you performed very well, brother. Yeah, you don't need to come to Saudi just yet. You performed well. Now, listen. Guys, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, like, comment your way, go check socials, and hopefully you're well wherever you are, man. And obviously share this. Come on now. Don't be frauds. Don't be moving like Lamine Diddy or Lamine Drizzy. Yeah? Yeah, if you know, you know. He's moving like Lamine Drizzy, bro. Drake. Man's moving like Drake these days, bro. That's what he's moving like, bro. And listen, I'm nothing against Drake. I mean, Drake is a top rapper in that. I'm not gonna act like he ain't. However, we ain't gonna act like he ain't be pulling some madness. You know who's been pulling madness? Lamine Diddy. Yeah, Lamine Drizzy. Alright? Do me a favor, slap the likes and subscribe. Yeah, exactly, bro. Or don't be moving like these frauds that think that they can get Ulize on top of these players. Now, I wanna talk about my club, you know, the club that's actually been winning football matches. Because, you know, there's a lot of talk about Arsenal Football Club playing well, which they are, to be fair. They actually are. The only time they have, or at least they've been getting results. The only time they haven't been getting results is against Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Don, you're going to have to let me know. They've been talking about Real Madrid after the El Clasico today. PSG, because of what they did to Barcelona with the C team, or what they did to Leverkusen, and the fact that they're Champions League winners. And yes, there's few that talks about my club. There's a few, but I don't think it's talked about enough. Now, why is it not talked about enough? Because of where we play. The same old stupid excuse. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked, guys. Like, seriously speaking, like, this is how things go. If we play bad, embarrassing, I agree 100%. If we do anything credible, nope, not good enough, because you're doing it in the Bundesliga. You're still doing it in your own league. You see, this is why I focus on what you are doing on the pitch, not where you're doing it, because I feel like people, when they look at where you're doing it, who you're doing it against, the way they perceive it by name. They look at who's Bayern's opponent. Bayern's opponent is Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig, Bayer Leverkusen. Who else? Stuttgart, Freiburg, Mönchengladbach. And they're thinking, who? That's what they're thinking. They're like, who? That's in there. They look at name, but then they look at the Premier League. They look at Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, Tottenham, etc. They look at all these teams and they're like, wow, this is the greatest thing, the greatest league since sliced bread, just because of the name. But if I was to go watch the football right now, majority of it is dog shit. Whereas when I'm watching my club this season, guess what? Champagne ball for the most part. For the most part. And if it ain't pretty, guess what? We persevere and we get the result. We get the win. You want to know how I know this? Because I watch with my club week in, week out. Also, you want to go by stats? We can go by stats, no problem. So, we have to make it a bit gigantic for you people to see, because some people are very stubborn and blind and brain dead to see. You know what I mean? Vincent Kompany's Bayern München have now won 13 out of 13 games this season, 100% streak. Wow. Were we doing this last season? No. Why? Because we had issues, and I called it out. Okay. Now look, Bayern set the best ever start to a season for a team from Europe's top 5 leagues after AC Milan 1992-93. By the way, we are tied at the moment. If we beat Köln in the DFB Pokal, what would be happening is we would basically break the record. And by the way, we must beat Köln, because I'm trying to win that Pokal. Just because I'm saying what I'm saying right now doesn't mean I'm not demanding, and if we lose, I'm not going to call out. I will call out, because I actually have standards for my club, unlike a lot of these English geek fan bases, and unlike some frauds in Spain. Yeah, because I've seen some frauds in Spain, how they be moving. I've seen how some frauds in my own fan base, how they moved last season. I've seen how German fans in general been moving lately. Trust me, I know. But fans in general have lost standards in general. It started from England and it manifested elsewhere. Hell, I could say the same with my own country, Saudi. Same thing. You know what I mean? At the same time, that don't mean I ain't gonna I'm gonna be the same. I'm gonna call out when we don't win. You get me? Now, I wanted to show this because I want to prove a point here. You don't get these type of records if you ain't playing that good. No matter where you are, I don't care who you are, and I don't care who you play against. If that's the case, then why don't I see it in the Premier League? Why don't I see it in La Liga? Hell, why haven't I seen us do it every year? Why haven't I seen PSG do it every year? Because people call out PSG, right? Why haven't I seen PSG do it? Why haven't I seen us do it? Until this time. The only team that did it was AC Milan in the Serie A, when Serie A was actually booming, to be fair, from what I've heard. So come on now. At the end of the day, we got to give credit where it's due. The credit is Kompany right now is he's crazy. He's doing some wonders. He's as English would say, they're pulling off blinders with what we have. We were out here talking about how our summer is probably the worst summer. Actually, one of, if not the worst summers in all of Europe. I even said our summer was worse than Newcastle's, because at least Newcastle, they rectified their issue by getting Voltemade instead of us getting Voltemade. That was the difference maker. They actually got their issues. So, and they got Militao and etc. Whereas with us, our whole solution was go get Nicholas Jackson. Go get Jackson. Why? Because we need to go get loan players, save our funds, all this shit. Okay. And we all called it out. And I still call it out. I still think Jackson is shit. And if we have injuries, it could cost us. Not going to lie. However, let's say all of our players are fit. And this is all, if all of our players are fit, we need to be taken seriously. I'm sorry. We just do. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm seeing a lot of disrespect whenever I mention anything. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a stream and talk about this. Because I don't really have much to do. I may as well talk about Bayern, and this is my topic. You get me? So yeah, I do agree though. You see, this is something I agree with. Like, and this is why I like. Listen, this is the problem. We need to go get somebody in January. That's the thing. All I'm saying is right now, people need to start taking us seriously. Because one thing I'll say is, if we're not taken seriously, I think we'll beat these people. That's all I'm gonna say. If we're not taken seriously by teams and by fans, yeah, this is where we feast. This is where we feast. I'm telling you right now. You don't take us seriously, that's when we feast. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me read through some comments because there's a lot, and I want to actually engage with you guys. What's he saying here? Let's be honest here. No one will take us serious because people will say Company is a relegation manager and he walks the league. Again, they don't watch us. You know when they say they don't care to watch us? Why am I taking their opinion seriously? Do you get what I mean, Mina? Like, you will take my opinion seriously because you're a Bayern fan. You watch you know what I mean? But nobody will take my opinion seriously because they don't care about my league. So why am I going to take theirs? I can't take their league I can't take their takes about my own club seriously if they don't want to take, mine seriously. You know what I mean? It's just one of those. It's just one of those. So, you know what? I said it yesterday during the Borussia Mönchengladbach way, and that was because they were playing haram ball and we unlocked it. That's why I called my reaction haram ball unlocked. To the point I even had to modify the Borussia Mönchengladbach name to M Gladbach because that's how they put it sometimes. Just so I can try to type down the title, right? Because I wanted to prove a point. My thing is, if this was last season, guess what? We're not breaking down that low block. We're drawing the game or losing the game. Let's not lie. We were playing very slow, indirect, and all that stupid shit. We'd give away stupid goals and all that crap, which we do here and there, but it's not as much as before, right? And that's the difference for me. The difference for me is we're able to break down that low block eventually. And on top of that, guess what? Guess what? Now we're a bit more defensively on par because the players are working for one another. They've gained an understanding of one another. You know what I mean? And by the way, a massive credit to one of the guys I put in the thumbnail. Now, if you noticed, I put Konrad Leimer in the thumbnail because I think he's been one of our better players this season. This guy, you want to play him in right back, he's playing right back. You want to play him left back, left back. Midfield, he probably will do that, and he will do the job in all these positions. However, I'm not going to lie, against Gladbach, I would have rather him play on the right so Elise could have benefited more. However, he still did a job. That's my point. I've rarely seen this brother have a bad game this season. I don't think he's even had a bad game, Konrad Leimer. Let's be honest. The most I would have, or not the most, the least I would have given him maybe 7. 7. I'm telling you, the least I'm giving Konrad Leimer is 7, guys. Last season, he's getting 1s, 2s, 0s, God knows what. God knows what. Like, this is the thing you guys need to understand. Like, لازم تستوعبوا هالفكرة. You guys need to get this. This is like something that's not normal. Like, these type of things only happen because a manager is getting the best out of them. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that the manager is able to get the best out of a player like that, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. And not just this, and I said this on Flawless's channel a few days ago. The things that he says in press conferences, every single one of you basically would be dreaming for your manager to be saying the same thing. When he talks about how he doesn't try to focus on all the drama outside, when he talks about how he wants to focus on the game on hand, how he wants to focus on keeping the team gelling together, he wants to only focus on his team game by game. That's it. No excuses if we lose. None of that bullshit. I like to read and hear these things. You know why? Because it shows that my manager has a winning mentality. Something that, unfortunately, a lot of the young managers today don't have. And listen, it's a hard truth for you guys to be hearing, but it is what it is. It's just a harsh truth. See, even Zayn, he supports Liverpool Football Club. Look, I wish I had a manager who does that. You know why he's saying this? Because Slot right now is making all these excuses for their losses. Because I've been watching Liverpool content and they've been all talking about that. They even play his press conferences, interviews. He says all these excuses. How they're all playing defensive, blah, 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 blah. Company doesn't give a fuck. For a company, he don't give a shit. He wants us to win and that's it. Yeah, play beautiful football, win. End of discussion. End of discussion, bro. All this, and that's all I need right now. You know what I mean? Here's what Man said, put some respect on Chabi's name. Listen, he may have won the El Clasico. However, I will tell you this. This brother still said trust the process after losing to Atletico. No thanks. But I will tell you this. If he proves me wrong in a UCL night, I'll consider it. I'll consider it. I really will. But he's you know what? At least with Alonso, he's in the step in the right direction. I will give Alonso that. I don't trust him like that. I really don't, because I've seen him at Bayer Leverkusen, especially against us in the Champions League when it mattered most. But, yeah. And by the way, I will tell you this. Obviously, Kompany has a lot to learn as well. But one thing I'll give Kompany is his ability to adapt is ridiculous. I didn't even think he was going to adapt, because last season, we had conversations of what? The conversations of how he's not willing to adapt, his in-game management's not there yet at all. Is he ready for this? Is he not ready? Blah, 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 blah. I wanted him gone. And by the way, guess what? My demand still stands. If I don't get a double, he can kiss the fucking Bayern München job goodbye. The only problem is I know he's not going to leave because he just signed a new deal. I understand. I'm aware. I am so aware of this shit. You think I'm not aware? I am aware. SF, I am aware. I am aware that eventually this brother is going to stay because he just signed a new contract until, what was it, 2029, I believe? 2029. So he's not going anywhere. And by the way, even if Pep Guardiola was to come in for him, he ain't going to Man City. Not Pep Guardiola. If Pep Guardiola was to leave City and City go in for him, yes, he ain't going to Man City yet. He will go to Man City eventually, when his 10 years done or when he gets sacked. And here's my thing with that as well. And I said on the video, like I did on it, like, if we did sack him, the only problem is now we have to pay the money. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. Like, if we sacked him, now we have to pay off his whole thing. And that's the problem. And then we're going to make an excuse of not spending money, this and this and that. But that's not the conversation. The conversation is, I feel like fans outside of the Bundesliga are not taking us enough seriously, in my opinion. I really don't think they are. I don't think they are, because they look at Bayern München, they look at the competition, and they're like, But then how come you didn't give us a chance against Chelsea and we beat them? Yeah, well, I'm waiting for a response right now. Nobody gave us a chance against Chelsea and we beat them. And by the way, this is not even me saying that we're going to win the Champions League. All I'm saying is at least have us in conversations. All I'm saying is have us in conversations. Did I say we're going to win the Champions League? No, because for me, the test is we have to beat Paris Saint-Germain. We need to be winning the Pokal. Yeah. So basically beating Cologne and beating Arsenal. We beat these, man, or we get a result that's necessary for a knockout tie, which is a draw, and because we're away in both games. But I would rather win, personally. I would actually rather win, because if we win, we're more convincing. I think more so win, I'm like, yeah, we're winning. If we draw, I'm like, okay, we're in the mix, but yeah, we're not really. You get me? Like, this is what I'm. Yes, but this is okay, Godfrey. You see what you're saying? I want more of this, but I'm not hearing more of it. I'm hearing PSG, Arsenal. That's it. Well, where is my club? Where is my Real Madrid? There are people saying Real Madrid because they're Real Madrid. No joke. Well, where is my club's name? What, did I not win 6 Champions Leagues? Am I not dominating at the moment? Come on now. It's ridiculous. Beat PSG and Arsenal, and I'll give you respect, man. Brother, I beat your club when you said you were going to beat me. Shut up. Fraud. Prem fans being Prem fans. Yeah, in general, yeah, they are, bro. But I'm not shocked, Answer. Are you shocked? I'm not, bro. I'm really not, because at the end of the day, That's how they move, bro. They look at competition. Right, let's analyze Premier League teams right now. I'm going to do it one by one so I can prove a point. Okay. I'm going to only talk about Champions League teams. So Man United is on the conversation. Okay, no, Spurs. Yeah, Spurs are in the conversation. Okay, so Man United's on the conversation, okay? Spurs, come on now. Do we actually think Spurs are going to do anything under Thomas Frank? Fuck no. So, out. By the way, may as well laugh at them as well. Thanks for Harry Kane and enjoy Matisse Tell while you're at it. Now, and actually treat him with more respect. He's actually better than you think. Now, that's who's the other club? Chelsea Football Club. Again. You know why I'm laughing at Chelsea Football Club? Because I actually beat them. I actually beat these. But again, Jey Uso World Champions. Jey Uso World Champions. They told me World Champions, but Jey Uso World Champs. These guys have the talent, but they ain't got the maturity to do it. So, World Champions. That's what they are. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hold that, Hano. Fraud. Then, Man City. Now, Man City is a very interesting one because Manchester City, I don't think they have a finished team yet. And clearly, by seeing they lost to Aston Villa today, they're not a finished article yet. They're really not. But they are on their way to getting somewhere. But one thing I will give Manchester City is this. They have Donnarumma and they have Erling Haaland. Those two, if they stay in form, especially Gianluigi Donnarumma, if Gianluigi Donnarumma stays up on form, I genuinely think the reason why City could go far is because of, let's say, they go to penalty shootouts. Or let's say Donnarumma has a masterclass blinder of a game, saving shot after shot after shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. Now I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you have to take him a little bit more seriously because they still have certain players. And then on top of that, they still have Reinders to be... who has been starting for them? They still have Reinders, they still have Sherki. You know, who knows how much better they're going to be. You know what I mean? Phil Foden, if he's going to be up to speed. Like, these things you have to keep in mind. Husanov has been doing good, apparently. You know what I mean? Let's see how Gvardiol and Diaz does by then. Like, they're the type of team I have to kind of put respect on. I really do. You know what I mean? So, Man City, I'll give an element of respect. I actually think they're another team that people are not talking about enough, in my personal opinion. I was talking about Bayern, but if you want to talk about a Premier League team, Man City ain't talked about enough. I'm telling you right now, they're not talked about enough. Liverpool, I mean, if Slot fix it, but I mean, I'm sorry, but Liverpool, the way they'll be moving.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
You see, with because I read Baran's thing. With Liverpool, they have names that they signed by paying money, which fine, fair enough. But are they performing? No, they aren't. So no thank. Madrid, by the way, Real Madrid are going to absolutely kill them. And low-key, I'm here for it. Low-key. Anyway, so Madrid, you know what's up. For that one day, do me a favor. Because I won't be able to watch. I have to watch us play PSG. Now, we have two other clubs. Newcastle, let's be honest, they're just going to have a decent run maybe. And that's about it. They'll probably do like what Aston Villa did and that. But I actually hope they go far. I don't see it. And then Arsenal Football Club. Now, I put Arsenal last in the conversation because I will say this. Arsenal, the way that they've been playing, have been the best in England so far. However, even them playing the best in England, they haven't been the most convincing in some games. Some games, you know what Arsenal be moving like? Arsenal are like that team so far that you get this type of vibe.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
It's like you get that vibe out of them. It's like when they're good, they're unbelievable. I'm not even gonna lie. Defensively solid. Yeah, they'll do whatever it takes to beat you. They'll basically have that inevitability about them when they're good. But when they're bad, they'll have this inevitability about them that they're dead, like they're bottling type thing. You know what I mean? This is the thing. So Arsenal, as good as they've been in certain games, they've been iffy. And then on top of that, here's the thing as well. We have to start putting respect on their name in one aspect. Yes, they don't have Champions League pedigree, but one thing I will give them is that style of football actually could work in the Champions League. At least in going far, like maybe making the final. But to win the competition takes a different ball. It takes a different mentality to do it. You know what I mean? It's like when the opportunity rises, take it. You have what it takes. Pressure under the lights type in the final. You know what I mean? That I'm not sure Arsenal will do, but I think they'll go far. I think they will go far. And we play them in the Emirates. I actually think for once, I'm going to give Arsenal respect heading into that game because that style of play that they have and how good they're using it, and then our style of play and how good we're using it, the clash is a very interesting one to see. It's a very interesting one to see because now I'm like, okay, Olise, Diaz, Gnabry most likely, Kane, right? That attack, and then you have Kimmich, Pavlovic behind most likely. They're going to have to be facing off against. Most likely, so obviously Raya and goal, but then they have Timber, Gabriel Saliba, Calafiori or Hincapié. Now, if I am an Arsenal fan, I would rather Hincapié play that game because at least Hincapié knows the Bundesliga, knows Bayern, etc. He was at Bayer Leverkusen, and he's better than Calafiori, in my opinion. I do not know why Calafiori still plays. Or play Lewis Kelly. Hasn't Lewis Kelly played good in big games? Maybe play him. Who knows? Yes, MLS. There you go. Lewis Kelly. Why don't you play him? But if you play Calafiori, I guarantee you that's when Arteta's fucked up. If I see Calafiori on that lineup, done. I guarantee, and Godfrey, because you're in the chat probably, I guarantee you I'll feel much better about ourselves. You know what I mean? So, let's be honest. That game, it all depends on what Company and Arteta does. Us against PSG now is going to be the biggest test. They're the team from League On. I've already addressed all Premier League teams. But before I move on to PSG quickly, I do have to say, the reason why I mentioned them teams is because I'm trying to prove a point. Out of all them teams in England right now, the most convincing one, there's like maybe only one or two. Those one or two, so one guaranteed Arsenal. The second one is like maybe, and that's Man City. Everybody else, put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. Like if anyone tells me these other teams,
For the what? What? You're a jackass.
that's genuinely my opinion of you. You tell me any other team, yeah, you're full of shit. Liverpool, if they fix up, but Liverpool, I mean, let's be honest, they're not going to fix up, bro. Yeah, they ain't going to fix up for shit. What, you think Liverpool going to fix up for shit? Hey, no. So that one, you know what I mean? But forget Pep and Haaland, man. Donnarumma. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of Donnarumma, but I have to say he has been improving lately. The fact that he's been improving lately, give credit where it's due. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. It is what it is. It really is what it is, man. But, bro, can't wait for that Liverpool game. Hey, listen, enjoy that Liverpool game. I wish I played them, because if we played them, we would have slapped them a new one. Could have sent them packing, bro. Back to Scouts Town, bro. Oh, you're definitely eating good, bro. And Baba's scoring a hat-trick. But, yeah, speaking of, that game, because obviously it's in the same day as my game with PSG. Now, here's the thing with PSG. They are the champions of Europe. They have been unbelievable in Europe so far. They've won all their games just like us, and they've scored one more goal than us, actually. We have the same goal difference, but they've scored more than us. So here's the thing. PSG, they're one of them teams because I only watched them in Ligue 1 maybe one time, and I saw the goal they conceded against Ethan Mbappe. And in Lille, and one thing I gathered out of them is once they don't have Hakimi and once they don't have Nuno Mendes, which they will have on the day, so it doesn't matter, they can be got at. But not just that. I think we kind of showed it in the Club World Cup, and then Chelsea basically continued on with it, and then they ended up beating them on the day in the final. I think if we press them enough, I think we can get them. However, I could say that they could be press resistant on the day if we are not as, on it as we should be. You get what I'm saying? Like, I could see us either playing so good that we catch them off guard, or we could be off it and they will absolutely torture us in some moments. That is the vibe I get from that game. And we are playing it in Paris. You know what I mean? So, and they're going to have most of their players available, I would assume, by that time. So, realistically speaking, I actually think, no joke, and I mean it when I say it, that's going to be, I actually think that's going to be a more interesting game than PSG Barcelona was supposed to be. Just because of the style of play. It's actually similar. You know what I mean? Both are going to be willing to work for one another. There's going to be interesting clashes for real. You know what I mean? It's not only just about quality this, quality that. It's a stylistic clash. So it'll be an interesting one, I think. But even then, we need to be clinical. I think this is one of them games that we're going to be very critical on who's clinical and who's not. Guys like Diaz. This brother, hot and cold. I've been calling him cocaine snorting motherfucker because the way he plays his football, where he comes from, may as well be. It may as well be. I'll be honest. If people don't like it, I'm sorry, bro. This guy doing too much hashish, bro. Yeah, well, we need to calm down the hashish, bro. We need more football. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it is what it is, man. That's why he needs to be finishing. Hell, Gnabry on his day could not be finishing. Kane, by the way, last 2 games I thought has been poor or mid. Yeah, genuinely speaking. That Harry Kane, this sums him up. Simply.
Every single thing in it is mid.
Exactly. Needs to step up. Olise, for the most part, mid as well. Needs to step up a little bit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but we've had some players that's been mid, but as a whole, we still have players that will take over, which is a good thing. That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Also, big up to you, Don. I don't know if you're leaving, but big up. Yeah, slap the like and subscribe, man. Let's get the likes up. By the way, I'm trying to get to 1.2K by the end of the stream. It'd be nice if you can help me out. How many are we on at the moment, chat? How many are we on at the moment? We are on still 1,191. Damn, you man are frauds. Who here is not slapping the likes and subscribing? Who here is not slapping them likes and subscribing, chat? Who? Yeah, we did beat them, but we beat them in their bad run, Ansar. That's what you also need to understand. We beat them in their bad run. That ain't good enough, bro. You know what I mean? So we need to do better there. We need to do better. Also, man, with the PSG game, we need to be alert defensively. Limer's going to have to be alert. Whoever's playing on the other side has to be alert. Opa and Ta, by the way, Jonathan Ta, brother, needs to be hella alert. That brother at times annoys me. Yeah, even Kim and Jay at times annoys me. Opa annoys me too, don't get it twisted, but he has been the most calm out of the 3. I have to be real. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what I could see this game being a draw. You know what I mean? Now, I also want to talk about the Spanish clubs. I'm going to be really honest. Barcelona, that high line, I think we can slap them. I'll be honest. I know Barca fans don't want to hear this. But first of all, we actually own their club historically. And secondly, the way that they've been playing their football, if we play with as much intensity and we play with more desire, and we actually also, leave less spaces for them to actually counter with, yeah, we're beating Barca. If they keep on playing like this, at least we just are. And by the way, Real Madrid, let's get to them. I think Real Madrid, out of them two, are the more likely to beat us. I'll be real. It sounds weird to say. The way I've watched both Barca and Madrid hate alongs. I think Madrid would be the more likely to beat us because again, the style clash. I think they are more likely to be defensively sound against our attack than Barcelona would be. I think that's the difference maker for me. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I actually think with Real Madrid, they are like the more likely. But even then, I don't fear them as much as I used to fear them. I really don't. I don't fear them as much. I actually think we could get Real Madrid for once, which sounds crazy to say. But then again, I want to see how Madrid play as the season goes on, because I'm just speaking as of right now. Barcelona, I want to see how they play, because again, I'm speaking as of right now. If let's say we faced tomorrow or next Champions League match day, I think we beat both. But obviously, the season runs until May. You know what I mean? So, but that's the only problem. Yeah, that's the only issue. That's the only issue. But even then, guys, like I know Ta and Upa may not be the best, but let's not act like the others don't cover up for the other guy. That's the thing you guys fail to understand also. Exactly. That's the thing. So, bro, I'm not going to lie. The only team that currently scares me like that, PSG. At the moment. And that's like me saying right now. But obviously, as more football is being played, I'd gather more ideas on who really scares me by that point. You know what I mean? But I will say this. The thing that annoys me with the Real Madrid one is with Real Madrid, I mean, they're just inevitable eventually, you get me? So, yeah, it is what it is. Red Jaden saying, I ain't been on YouTube since 2024. We have fallen off so much. Hey, listen. Big up to you, but you have. PSG is still the team to beat. Exactly. That's my point, bro. That's my point. But not even just that. I don't want to just talk Champions League. And by the way, Serie A team, notice how I didn't mention them because I don't rate any single one of them, their chances in winning any Champions League. And I don't think any of them knock us out anyway. Not like, and neither will Inter again. I think next time we face Inter, we slap them. But I want to talk about the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal. Now, Bundesliga, listen, can we go invincible? I don't know. I mean, we are still on track for that, but I don't think we will do it. I mean, it's very unlikely. Let's be honest. Winning the league, it's a given. It's just a matter of by how much now. You know what I mean? Because we beat Borussia Dortmund, our hardest opponent. Now we have to just beat everybody else and beat Borussia Dortmund one more time. I mean, listen, Bayer Leverkusen at their ground at one point, who knows how difficult that might be. We'll probably beat them, but it still probably won't be easy because they still have some players like, you know, I mean, Grimaldo might still be a pain for us. He's actually a pain for us a lot of the time. So I wouldn't write them off completely, but I still think we'd beat them. Leipzig, we beat them 6-0 at home, but then again, when we go away, it's going to be a different kettle of fish. You know what I mean? Because Ole Werner's side actually has been getting results, and they've been moving under the radar ever since that 6-0 result. So I would look out for them. You know what I mean? It's very easy for fans to say, oh, you're Bayern, you have to beat. And yes, we are Bayern, we have to beat them. But that doesn't mean in a footballing aspect, I can't be, you know, giving them a little respect. I can give them a little bit of respect, you know? Frankfurt are hit and miss, but we beat them at their ground. So if we can beat them at their ground, surely we should be beating them at ours, you know? So, yeah, we already beat Frankfurt, Leipzig, and Dortmund, but the thing is, we have to play them again. Now, with Borussia Dortmund, we have to play them in their ground. That's the jarring thing. Leipzig in their ground. Frankfurt at home. So, it is what it is. We are getting through our tough schedule, which is a very good thing. And we're getting through them with W's, which is what I like to see. But we need more. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Play Leverkusen next, by the way. Yeah, we do. In the Bundesliga, yeah, we do. Yeah, I mean, I think PSG, Madrid, Bayern, and Arsenal are the 4 best teams in Europe. That's a fair one. The Pokal is tricky because any team can beat anyone by giving. But this is what I'm saying. We need to see. This is why when I talked about Champions League, it applies with Pokal. We have to be alert on the day. Yeah. Sometimes Bayern, when we play, we lack concentration in some moments, but we still get the result. That lapse of concentration needs to stop because now the more we have it, guess what? Now these teams in Europe or even in the Pokal can get us. That's my thing. You know? But I like the fact that in our first 3 games in the Champions League, I mean, let's be honest, Paphos was piss easy. We should have beaten by more, in my opinion. You know? But then I understand our squad's thin. So resting is a good thing, and playing with less, gear is better. You know what I mean? And then you have obviously Chelsea. We beat them. Beating Club Brugge the way we did when I expected a bit better from them. That's good on us, I guess. You know what I mean? But Club Brugge didn't really turn up, so it's one of them, bro. You know what I mean? It's one of them. Yeah, Bielefeld. I know you're on about last year. Yeah. In Bielefeld, they went to the final because of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jaden, at least you're giving us some respect. There's something now. We won't respect you unless you do in the champion. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, we're at least gonna go far enough. My thing is, can we win the double? I just want to win the double. If we can win the double, happy days. Wallahi, just happy days. You know what I mean? That's all I care about. Believe it or not, that's all I really care about. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. But can we talk about another guy? Can we talk about a certain individual? Because I also put him on the thumbnail. You know what I mean? I also put him in the thumbnail, bro. He's been balling, man. Like, this kid is not human. Yeah. Bayern fans, you know where I'm going with this. You know exactly where I'm going with this. No, we don't wanna get copyrighted. We need to talk about this guy. Because this guy is this guy is he's unreal. I don't know why he idolizes Odegaard though, but whatever. But he's unreal still. Yeah. Oh no, wait. What's it? Bayern made Chelsea look like a pub team. That's what I mean. Anyway. Oh shit. Shit. What? Oh, okay. This works. So Wednesday, Leonard Cole scores his first Champions League goal. Alf, not the time. Saturday, Leonard Cole scores his first Bundesliga goal. The 17-year-old is having himself a week. And by the way, you know what's mad? On the day of the Champions League, this brother was in school and was allowed to leave school early so he can train with the team. And then he performs like that. Man of the match. What a G, bruv. What Lenny G, bruv. Lenny G is balling out, guys. And by the way, he then proceeds to actually score on Saturday after coming off the bench against Borussia Mönchengladbach in such ways that I couldn't believe. By the way, he better start football matches for Bayern München more often. I'll be real. Listen, when Gnabry is fully fit, obviously Gnabry, Olise, Diaz. But at times, you can still play Leonard Cobb. My point is, fuck Jackson. Jackson can stay bench. He can warm that bench, play some useless fucking game. That's about it. I would rather Carl start. Yeah, I see when Leonard Carl come on, absolutely cooking, like the final balls. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he's wearing Musial's number 42, bro. That's what I mean. He took the 42, and I was balling. Godfrey thinking like a Bayern fan. I'm telling you, man. This brother, He's on a different level. Like I hear people talk about Dauman and Gamoa and God knows who. Yeah, and Baye and Mayulu. Yeah, obviously Yamal, Dro, and I don't know what about Leonard Carr, bro? What about Leonard Carr? This brother is unreal. Man said, Milf could never do. By the way, can I just say, now that comment is wild. That comment. Wait. I need to show you, man. The comment. That comment was wild. That comment is wild, bro. I actually want to review the comments. So we have Laminia Milf could never do this. No, that's kidding. I'm okay. I'm not gonna jokes aside. Joking. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna do that because to be fair, Lamine Yamal's still sick despite how he acted lately. In between the two matches, 17-year-old car attended his classes as a normal high school. Yeah, that is true, and he's getting classes on the side. That's mad. It's one thing to break into the first team at a club like Bayern München, but to score your first goal back-to-back competition like that is a superstar entry. Oh yeah, it is. He's a real deal, man. Real deal, man. Absolutely a baller. And you know what's the good thing about him? His bravery. His bravery, man. He ain't a coward. I like my wingers to be brave and make things happen. He makes things happen. W. And by the way, he played as a forward in the youth team. How many goals and assists did he get in the youth team, by the way? Because I remember Liam telling me about, because I didn't follow up on him too much in the youth team. Liam, I think, did a bit. Youth team stats. He had high stats, by the way, in the youth team, believe it or not. Look at these stats. Now, it's used by AI, so I don't know how factual this is. But look at this. 27 goals and 11 assists in 18 matches for under 17s and 7 goals and 9 in under 19 league appearances. This kid is unreal, guys. This kid is unreal. I think he needs more minutes, man. And I'm glad companies are actually giving him minutes. I'm actually glad Wisdom Mike is another one. But I think Leonard Carr is more ready than Wisdom Mike. I think Wisdom Mike, So, yeah. I mean, you probably did answer, but Liam told me about it recently, is what I'm saying. So, at least that's what I remember. So, yeah, listen, man. Leonard Carr, or as I like to call him, because Leonard Carr sounds boring. Lenny G, bruv. Yeah, Lenny G. Lenny G, listen, bruv. You keep doing your thing. Be my guest. Keep doing your thing. And the rest happens, innit? The rest will happen. I seen that Bayern are going in strong for great. Yeah, there was a meeting, wasn't there? But I'll be real. I am really not sure if he's gonna join. Put it that way. I don't know. You know what I mean? I still think he'll go Liverpool. Because obviously that whole thing was gonna happen, and then Palace said, "Nah, come back, or else I'm leaving Palace." So at least Glasner said that. So yeah, I could see Gay going to, but obviously people change their mind. I'm not gonna act like they don't, but let's see, man. Let's see how things goes, man. Is there anything else we can talk about? Because, by the way, Imias and Mia, by the way, I don't know if you know this. Imias and Mia has claimed that they're no longer gonna be around for the next week. Yeah, see, Imias and Mia. Or am I tripping? When? Yeah, this is old. Yeah, this is old. Yeah, the account got deactivated. What the fuck? Yeah, the account got so it's now on Bayern. I think it's Bayern Focus that's posting more content. Let me see if it is. There was a chat. There was a. Which one was it? I don't know which one I'm supposed to follow. Yeah, it is Bayern Focus. Yo, chat. If you want news, I think Bayern Focus is the place to be right now. I'll follow it to be safe side because I need news from somewhere. Yeah. Like, chat, look at this. Usually, IME is where we get all our pieces of news from because it's like they do the best work in getting all the best news, right? Now look at this. Where is it? I saw it somewhere. See, gay. Yeah, this one. See, I just saw this before I went live. See, IME will be inactive for a little over a week. I'll try to continue to keep you informed as best as I can about Bayern news. Follow this account if you're interested. And then it says as well, hi guys, we'll be inactive in the coming days. Unfortunately, the admins are busy with some IRL stuff next week. Usually when someone is away, there's cover for them. But this is the first time we won't be able to provide proper coverage for a few days. Might deactivate the account altogether during that period because their reach gets destroyed when the account is there but not posting. We'll hopefully be back to normal before Leverkusen or PSG. See you soon. So if you're interested, guys, Bayern Focus. Let me see if I can put their link in the chat for you people. Where is it? Is there a way I can share this account? I don't want to block it. Mute, report, enable post, view post, unfollow. Right. And then where do I go? I wanna share this account though. I'll share. Oh fuck. No, I don't want to do that. What the fuck? Why did I go on message? Wait, 1 second. Let me go back. How do I share this? No, that'll be. Oh, copy link to profile. There you go. Thanks, Ansar. Yeah, there you go. See, like this. Yeah, I did it. See, boom. All right, let me pin it. All right, if you're interested, I pinned it, guys. But yeah, I mean that's interesting. So what piece of news has he put out? So Chelsea are interested in signing Diogo Upamecano on a free next summer. Real Madrid are also interested, and Upamecano has been moved ahead of. It's Christian Falk though. Like, we all know what we think of that brother as a journalist, right?
You're finished. You're finished. Wallahi, you're finished. Wallahi, you're finished.
He's finished. Finished. So, yep. What's this? Bundesliga best assist provider after 8 matches. Luis Diaz second with 4 assists. Harry Kane and Michael Olise fourth with 3. Oh, interesting. Let's look at these stats. Didn't even know this. Chaibi. Oi. Man has 5 for Frankfurt. Diaz 4. Despite how mid he's been. Wow. Illich 4 as well. Harry Kane and Michael Olise. And Uzun as well. And Grimaldo. And who else with 3? Bulter with 3. And Ryerson and Doan all with 3. Interesting. So the assist competition is very high. Man said take him still. There you are. Bayern are currently considering cancelling Jerome Boateng's internship. I saw that. I know it's confirmed. It's confirmed. Cause they put a letter out. Let me show you. Chat. Let me show you. Chat. They already put it out, I swear. But can I just say this is a piss take? Before I show it, can I just say this is a piss take? Oh God. Bart Simpson, win. 13 out of 13. That's a piss take. But yeah, where was it? Look at Robin, legend, bro. Virtually, we spoke about Robin, and okay. Company Bayern München have started with the 13th case of record. Oh, so they're basically invincible so far. Hold that. Good morning, Bayern. Guten Tag. Anyway, look at this. Look how cold he looks. By the way, look how sick he looks, man. Look how sick he is, man. He's so look at this guy, bro. Oozing aura already after 2 insane performances, man. Yeah, my baller. Yeah, my baller. Hold that. Yeah. But we're feeling really good after. Yeah, you need to prepare for the Colm game, buddy, because we don't have Neuer in that game, so you better step up. 3-0. Where is the Boateng? I swear I must have seen it. Is it? Where is it? Too many. Damn, too many Joshua Kimmich. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't talk about how they had a red card, but it doesn't matter. They played like they had 11 men anyway, so whatever. These men trying to make me hungry. It's frauds. Look at Manuel Neuer. Look at this fraud, by the way. Look how bruv, you ain't that guy. Bruv, you are not that guy, pal. You are not that guy. You ain't that guy. Do you think United will make it for top 4? Hey, listen, I don't know. Let's see how consistent they play before I make that judgment. But look at this fraud. Your ass. Bruv. Genuinely, when I look at this guy, guys, no joke.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
He's shit. He's genuinely awful. He's got get rid. Is that all right? Just get rid of him, please. He's pathetic. But anyway, what was this? By the way, can we talk about? By the way, I need to show you guys the Tifu they had. That was sick, bro. Now, that was sick. I'm gonna show you all the Tifu later. I'm just trying to find the thing. What's this? Oh yeah, the game was delayed. Okay, what's this? Servus. Ribery Rock. Yeah, we're not trying to get copyrighted. Thank you very much. How can I have a 1-on-5 Bundesliga meeting with Borussia Mönchengladbach? Oh, key facts. Oh, I thought Kane. I thought it's key facts. Okay. Well, where's the Boateng thing? If I don't find it in a bit, I'm just searching it. Must have been some point before the game. Yeah, I don't find it. Fuck. Wrong one. Yeah, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Fucking hell. Don't need to get copyrighted. But anyway. That Tifu was sick, not gonna lie. Oh, you saw it? You saw it, yeah? Yeah, that's a sick one, bro. Yeah, let me search the Boateng one, because I want to talk about that still. I know I've been looking through the Bayern page for a bit, but Boateng internship. Okay, from Athletic Football, we can take this. This is true. Anyway, let's read this. Bayern have announced that former defender Jerome Boateng will not be returning to the club to take a coaching internship after sustained protest by their supporters. I to this day, you protesting over that in 2025 when action happened in 2018 and not about other stuff is mad, but okay. The news that Boateng was due to return to the club provoked demonstrators by Bayern supporters, most recently in the game against Borussia Dortmund last weekend, during which they displayed banners strongly opposing the decision, which is true, to be fair, they did. The opposition was provoked by 2024 ruling by München court, which found Boateng guilty of premeditated bodily harm against ex-girlfriend back in 2018. So yeah, man, but this is the article placed as well. So yeah, listen, it's done. He won't be doing it, but if he did it, I wouldn't have an issue. I know a lot of people will have an issue, but I really don't, because we're in 2025. The action happened in 2018, and man, them are trying to get jobs, provide for families or new ones if they have one, whatever it may be. So yeah, I wasn't really too fussed if he got it, but there are people who are, and for those who are, now he's not getting it. Khalas, you happy now? We move on. Whatever. It's a shame, but yallah, well, whatever. Anyway, how was Orbig in the game against Gladbach? He was all right. I mean, I'll be honest with you, though. He had nothing much to do other than that one thing, and even that one thing looked a little bit shaky, but whatever. But it was more of a concentration issue than it was a quality issue. He has a place in Marseille, that's for sure. Oh, I can tell you that. Or on Getafe, too, because obviously Greenwood went there, too. So, yeah. But the reason why he wanted to go to Bayern for it because of Vincent Company, So, yeah, your wingers are below par, and AK. Oh, yeah, AK, yeah, you need to be modded again, because I unmodded you because of your managerial. Let me give you stat mod. There, would you like Madrid versus Bayern semi? I would be intrigued for us playing each other again, because I actually think we stand a better chance against you than before. That's all I'll tell you, Baran. Like, I know Madrid fans will be like, "Oh, we own Bayern, we do this," but I actually think we can beat you for once. I really do. Like, I don't usually act this confident, but the fact that you have Alonso and I have company, and the way we're playing football, I need to back us, man. You know what I mean? I actually have to back us. Like, I actually think for the first time since 2012, we have a chance in doing it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, well, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. But guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream here because, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's anything much else I want to talk about. I just wanted to say in general, we need to be taken more seriously, because I just don't feel like we've been taken as seriously as we should be. And I think they're gonna be their own worst enemy for doing that. So don't tell me I didn't warn you, people. That's about it. I said, what about Al Hilal and AK? Also, let's get to 20 likes, man. What's this conversion rate, man? We're trying to move like Harry Kane. We're not trying to move like Ferran Torres. Come on now. Hey, listen, Nunes is trolling. That's all I'll say. So yeah. Never thought did anything with this. Which channel is live that I feel like could do with it? There's not really any channel that's live like that. Let me see. Who's live, chat? Is anybody live? Oh yeah, we would slap. I think we'd slap Barca. Oh, Barca's getting slapped. That highlight, that lack of hunger, they're getting slapped. Is Matrix still live, by the way? Is he not? I don't think he is. Yeah, I don't think he is. Lee Gunner's live. Doesn't show that Lee Gunner's live for me. Let me see. Wait. No, he's not live. Wait. Lee Gunner. No, he's not live. It doesn't say he's live, guys. It doesn't say emergency meet. Where? I don't see it. I see True City TV. I see Anfield Agenda, Never a Foul, WWE, Expressions Oozing, G Just Juve, Casually FC, and Football's 12th Man. Listen, yeah, I'll just redirect you all to Never a Foul. Never a Foul, Zeraid. Wait, you know True City TV? If you know them, AK, I'll redirect there then. AK, do you know these guys? AK, I'm waiting for your response. You know, I'll just, whatever, I'll do it. Fuck it. Oh, Pat, is that Patrick? Oh, yeah, we're redirecting that. Yeah, we're redirecting to him then. Yeah, we're redirecting them. I say less. Listen, when we get there, Zeraid. Yeah, until then, you guys know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment your way. Go check socials, and inshallah, you're well, wherever you are. And again, like I told you, man, the way we're playing, amazing. So take us seriously. Till then, Mia San Mia, Pakmas, auf geht's Bayern. See you later.
I said, give me a hell yeah.